afternoon. Welcome to Gondor Has No Druids, right here on twitch.tv/druidsfire. As usual, I am your hostess, Druidsfire, and we're here for Shenanigans and Chaos. I am currently on Ithel and being interrupted. Come here. Come here. Thief Kitty would like to greet you all and be displeased that I'm talking to people other than him. Look at my ego. So as always, Stream Kitty. Stream Purry Monster. I don't know if you can hear him, but he is purring up a storm. So I am on Ithel, the legendary server. There are some cool things that was added to the game yesterday. One of the cool things was stable masters in the middle of the housing neighborhoods. So if you kind of are like, gosh darn it, I put my house in the center of the housing and have to ride over or have to go anywhere. Well, now you get a blue stable master, a far-reaching stable master in the middle of your housing plot. So how y'all doing? We got Guirendez, we got Elos, we got Kevin, Killam, Ardent Esoteric. Thanks for the lead-in from Professor Corey. Oh my god, cat hair. Mwah. So what we're going to do is, this is the second year for the Yule Festival on the legendary servers. And last year, this character became the Miser. This year, she is going to take the side of the poor people in this Disneyland-esque sort of adventure. Renruse, how you doing? Aranith. That's a very Dragon Rider's a per name. If you're a dragon. So, we're going to go investigate the fort in Frostbluff. But before we do that, let's go over the day's news. Let me go over the patch notes from the other day. That's one of the reasons why Corey was tardy. That's not the patch notes. That's the known issues. Cord, where did you put them? There was an extended downtime yesterday, and the reason it was extended is because they added more stuff into the downtime because they wanted to try to fix some performance issues. If you have noticed that performance is not improved and disimproved, put some bugs in. Give Standing Stone some work over the holiday. Because guess what? Well, the devs get to have a nice long holiday off. QA and customer service don't. Alright. So release notes from yesterday. Yuletide Festival, as you can see, is back up. Champions get 1 block per vitality. Bjornings get 0.5 finesse per fate. Blue line champions now receive a bonus to the base block score when they specialize. Players, this is really cool. Players who have those crafting carry-alls from buying the collector's or ultimate editions of Minas Morgul can now craft from them. Anorian fields will now take 3 seconds to sow instead of 7. What was really funny is when those patch notes went live, Cordovan originally spelled sow S-E-W, and it had this image of somebody with a needle and thread trying to sow furrows. Like sew them up like stitches. It was mainly because I was doing some hand sewing the day before, so it just was really funny. But he fixed it, obviously. Miss Ithel crafted tanking weapons now have more appropriate stats. With Stebnet crafted Bjorning legendary weapons, rare and incomparable, can be crafted with ingredient packs. And some bows, oh my god, this is so annoying. Some bows, including the Hero's Bow from the Valor level boost package, will fit more cleanly on the player when not being wielded. Plus, they now cosmetically equip bows as intended, and it's really nice. So, that's pretty much it. I mean, there's some other stuff going on in there. Additional quality of life for the carry-alls. Currently, the task items are down. Big Ed Mustafa, if you're watching this, I'm so sorry. You will not be able to complete your tenements. They intend a patch next week. Cordovan said possibly Tuesday. So, some of those things that are on the known items list, looking at possibly Tuesday for a resolution. They added 4 new quests to the Minas Morgul expansion. So if you got that, now you have more stuff to do. So yeah, basically some quality of life improvement. One thing I did notice is there seemed to be more lag afterwards, despite the performance improvements they were trying to do. We don't know what performance improvements they were trying to do, but all I know is I was lagging like hell on Arkenstone yesterday. And last night, this character and the other 2 I intend to play today got stuck going through loading. They got stuck in loading screens. So if you had watched Court of the Rings earlier today and he was talking about that, he was talking about it because I complained about it. I left a note in Slack this morning saying, guess what? Because I was salty because I didn't get home from working online until midnight. I didn't get to do any of my holiday questing on my alts. And I'm farming Starlit Crystals on my main and my Guardian, gosh darn it. Anyway, speaking of doing quests, let's see. Hang on. We have the Bacon has been released. The Lotra Beacon for this week. And so let's be the shield. Let's go through the sales. Yuletide Festival now live through the January 7th. Yule Savings, the weekly December deal, which is not the same thing as the normal weekly sale. The December deal this week is 35% off crafting solvents, 50% off Craft Crit, Crafting XP, Rapid Crafting, and Greater Crafting Accelerators, 75% off the Premium Wallet. If you get nothing else, get the Premium Wallet. This is the bomb diggity. So right now, as you can see, all of this stuff is collecting here. I should probably start spending some of that stuff, but whatever. It's not close enough to the cap to make me worry. And those are now through the 19th. Also through the 19th, the regular weekly sale is the Gift of the Valor, Blessing of the Valor, not Aria, not 120 Valors, are 20% off. Third Age Item Trove, Legacy Scroll Box. So I'm probably going to buy me a couple of Legacy Scrolls because some of my First Agers kind of suck. And this week has the free weekly coupon is for a free Dye Umber. I'm going to make the joke now. Dye Umber is the code. I'm not sure why an extremely common and apprentice level dye is a freebie code, but hey, it's free, so people complain about free stuff. Go look at the forum sometimes. One other thing that's gone on that I didn't mention that was in the patch notes. Where are they? Hobbit presents. First of all, they look pretty. This, I assume, is going away with the Yule go away in January. But this is what you get for Hobbit presents these days. They tell you pretty much what you can expect. Basically, right now you have a fairly decent, we don't know the percentages, but a fairly decent that when you roll a silver or roll a gold, whether you're doing the free silver everybody gets, or you use your VIP gold for the week, or you choose to spin the die with Mithril Coin. I'm not suggesting you should do that. I choose not to do that. But if you use Mithril Coin and try to run additional slots, again, it is considered a form of gambling, I guess, because we kind of know what you're going to get, but not exactly. You can get an extra present bundled in with whatever's in this list. So let's say you roll your gold roll, and you're supposed to get a combat buff scroll of some kind, like, I don't know, 10% combat, whatever. It'll come in a present that looks like one of these. It'll be either silver or gold. This is actually a gold roll that I got, which is probably the worst gold roll you can get. But it'll look like one of these, and it will say that it's the item that you're going to get, plus the winter gift that you can get. The Yule gifts have been things like wreaths, like housing items. There are 2 special ones that you can get for a gold roll. One is the pig that you all saw in Corey's show, the snack chariot, the picnic chariot. And the other one is an elk mount. I got the elk mount on my character on Laurelin, which is like, okay, I don't play the character except for events, so there you go. So that's the news of the week so far. So expect the patch sometime next week to fix the thing. And they said that the thing, that they spotted something at Crick Hollow last night that they believe they got fixed this morning, so when I go to Crick Hollow later, after I get done with this character's run, we'll see the truth of that. So, how is everybody? Yes, you can indeed get a black steel key as a legendary gold roll. I actually did it once on when it was in testing on Bull Roar. I might have gotten one in live. I don't remember. Alright, so we're going to beat this guy up. Yeah, and since he's level 10 and I'm level 69, that's going to go fast. Yeah, you just got one the other day on Gladden, which is really awesome. The door opens of its own accord. Friar Tuck's going to come out and yell at me. See, that's what you have when you have the off-duty cops doing security for your bar. See, Dunda Banker look like Friar Tuck. Insult the mayor by coming here unbidden? I will not let you smear the mayor's rep or the rep of this town. Not after the sacrifice. I don't see you sacrificing very much, buddy. Now, of course, since he's level 10, if you're level 10 or thereabouts, you're going to find this to be a hard problem. And another thing that was going on in the forums is people were like, well, you can't get mithril coins through the gold Hobbit presents. And yes, you can. Stina did, actually. I think, shortly after they did the revamp. Alrighty, so let's bring the proof of the mayor's misdeeds. But since we're here, we're going to go shoot these guys, too. Because when you have the final act up, it does block you from a lot of the other quests until you complete it. So you might as well. He looks like he's related to Humphrey Rummings, you know? It is the same model. And I do have to say, if there was a live band playing the theme for Frostbluff, which is also the same theme that you hear in the Falcon Clan's place. I forget the name of it. Tall whatever. Talmadrus or something. That tuba player must be getting super tired. Only playing one note the entire time. So again, I'm on Ithel. I will be switching over to Crick Hollow here in a little bit. Alright, let's go talk to the mayor and say, dude, Mr. Mayor, I know you're being a bad monkey.
What can I do for you?
Yeah, give them their jobs back, buddy. So let's give them all the good news. It used to be a lot harder to do a lot of these quests because, you know, why don't I'm a hunter. Why don't I have my leafy feet on? Because I'm a ding-dong. You fish slapped him? Yeah. Oh, man. Tigers. Thiefy, what are you doing? Oh, Thiefy's grumpy. Yeah, he's a grumpy kitty.
Woe to me.
Woe to me! Oh my god, it's so bad. Oh look, he's wearing the Bingo Boffin outfit with the fish slappy. So basically, we do know for a fact.
Greetings, friend.
You know, I'd been making the joke that Maid of Lions should cosplay as Bingo Boffin for Halloween. And apparently the art team was told by Maid of Lion. Well, the art team was told, or the art team deliberately made Bingo Boffin look like Maid of Lions. True story. So, daily.
What can I do for you?
All right, we helped your friends. So that's the other quest.
How can I be of service?
You can have your job back. You can work. Yeah, I did not have a good day at work the past couple days, I'm sorry to say. As you may know, that they're moving my company's headquarters to Massachusetts, of all places, at the end of the year. And some folks basically have been told that, hey, you get to stay on till February.
Hello, friend. Could you help me with something?
While our manager, our supervisor, works on getting us all put in there permanently. I always normally do the top hat one. Let me go check the deed log and see. There we go. Scarf wearing, mitten wearing, or a broken snowman. Well, the broken one is actually really easy. Do you want to build a snowman? Gather some coal from up the hill. Okay, now one thing I am going to want to do is to not complete any more quests. Except I want to collect all the quests. So I'm going to complete one more quest here to unlock the other ones. And then we'll rack up all the quests, because I have a booster that I picked up in...
What do you need?
See, I get all of this stuff. Which, you know, look how full my bags are. Alright, so we did that quest, and it unlocks all these other quests. So we're going to pick up these other quests and do them, but we're not going to turn them in just yet.
Might I take a moment of your time?
I rarely do that quest when I'm farming tokens. Alright, so let's go pick up all of the other quests we can get. But I have a booster that's going to get me 200% XP for an hour, so I don't want to waste it. So what was really stinky about work is there's the day shift and a night shift, and neither one is lazier than the other, let's put it that way. The night shift is 4 people, one of which pretty much knows how to do the job. He actually has been spending this week up in the Boston area training the people who are taking over our jobs. And so has one of the daytime people, because they pretty much are the senior people. They know what's going on, so, you know, understandable. Alright, that quest is complete. The empty keg emergency is actually really fun.
Hear me out.
And Basil Wyndham
Much of you.
is like the whiniest git on the planet.
Could you do something for me?
And she's like, can you help me out?
Could I speak with you a moment?
Yes, you may. Alright. However, there's somebody in our office who's a student. Well, he's not like a college age, like he's a grad student age college student. Like being fashionably late in finishing his degree. But he spends most of his workday working on his schoolwork and not actually working. And he's something of a major stoner, which I don't judge, except when it affects your work. And so he's been prepping for finals, blah, 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 and not actually working. He has already gotten an offer to extend to February. And I haven't heard beans. Despite the fact that I have been showing up on time or early every single day I'm scheduled. I've been proactive about if something came up, like last Wednesday I worked from home because some slimy git raided my PayPal account to the order of $2,250 buying gift cards for a company from a website I'd never heard of before, buying gift cards for a company I have never shopped at before. This is why I use two-factor authentication on everything. And so I show up to work early. For example, we completed somewhere upwards of, I want to say like 170 tickets the other day. I personally did 67 of them. The other people on duty did 11, something like that. So the other folks, the other three people on nights, there's the competent dude, there's the stoner, and then there's a lady who hangs out with the stoner a lot. They all basically hang out together a lot. And the competent dude got the offer the day they mentioned the layoffs. They like, you're the competent dude. We're gonna keep you for a while if you want to stay. He actually doesn't want to stay. And the three of them actually spend a lot of time at work complaining about the company. Like, when the higher-ups are actually in the building and could reasonably come into the break room area next to ours and overhear them. It's like, this is not smart. So, I'm the good kid. I show up on time. All three of them rarely show up on time. We're talking like 2-3 hours late. And they don't stay after. They leave right on time at 11. And it's all good. It's like I'm doing more work than they are. And the competent guy was actually tasked with training me. That has not happened. So not only can't I do as much, quality work as they can do, I do more. It's definitely going to be a quality versus quantity sort of thing. I'm doing tickets, but I'm not doing like the really important ones that I should be doing because I don't know how. And every time I keep asking somebody to help me out, they'll help me for one ticket, but they won't show me how to actually. They've basically written it as like, why even bother because we're all short time. And I'm like, this is so frustrating. So I've been dealing with that for the past couple of days. Take it easy, Killam. I hope you're having a better day. Hope you get paid more than I do. It is likely, Bookworm, that they're doing a seniority thing, but it really is a case where they should take the people who are actually doing the work and are willing to work, as opposed to the people who are slagging off, slagging the company, showing up late on the regular, and and whatever. So we are going to go get some winter berries. Winter berries are awesome, actually. We're also going to build a snowman. And if you remember, generally the snow piles closest to this fence are the ones that are bugged. I think the broken one might be generated off of here. That if you build it, yep, here we go. If you build it in the right snow pile, it builds a gigantic snowman. So if I'd built it in one of the other snow piles up here, it would have been a smaller one. Like a normal size, like the ones up there that Virgil's building. So I don't know if anybody saw, on Cord of the Rings, Cord actually went and played through the snowball fight. I went and kicked his butt. And it took forever to get into the right layer, well, you know, with the character, because the first time I went to Frostbluff, my character was in the wrong layer. I was like, one thing I like about DDO that we need in Lotro is we need the ability to pick which layer our characters are in. That if you're in the wrong one, you can click on the map icon and switch over to the correct layer. That's something DDO can do. You don't have to be in a group with somebody and then, you know, transfer yourself to the layer that of the leader of the instance. So it's or the leader of your group, which is kind of nice. I think other SWTOR has something like that too. I don't know why why Lotro never got that. And this quest, the Grouchy Tree quest, is a heck of a lot easier if you're on a ranged class. I actually kind of feel bad when I'm doing this quest and there's melee folks around because there's not a damn thing they can do. Except, you know, if you're a Berg high enough to get the throwing knife skill. Alright, should I have them all? Yeah. And I'm not that sort of jerk or troll who would come up here and just keep killing the trees just to annoy, you know, melee only folks. So it's nice if you have, like, a champion who has, you know, or Bjorning has the bow. Wayward meant to do laundry and instead got attacked by a nap. Fun story. If you hadn't heard on my Tuesday night stream, I found out this past week that I've actually known Wayward Plain for over 25 years. She was a member of a listserv that I founded in 1992 that is still alive and well, hiding out on the Penn State servers. Why am I killing these guys? I already did that quest. Durr. So it's kind of weird that you'll find people that you hadn't talked to in far too long and didn't realize it was them. True story. Actually, somebody else on that mailing list I found, we played in the same guild in SWTOR. So that was kind of fun. Alright, we've got our winter berries. Do I get to... Okay, I don't have the quest for the snow beasts. Let's go get the quest for the snow beasts. Well, we're gonna go pick up the mushrooms first. Though I did really laugh in the Vales of Anduin when they put a reference to the badger mushroom thing in that one quest in the Vales. And sometimes when you went to pick the mushrooms, you got attacked by badgers, and sometimes you just saw snake. Well, if you're not going to take that mushroom, I'll take it from you. They'll grow back, it's fine. You always run all the way back up? That's a kindness. I think the world needs more kindness, quite frankly. Wait, I got a title. What was that title? Wasn't even paying attention. I got a title and I don't even know what it was for. Well, and apparently it's so far back the game doesn't remember. Of course, I'm riding the summer steed. This year's new steed. It's kind of nice. I mean, I think I like last year's better, quite frankly. Because it's blue. Come on, there's blue in it, and it has a really nice lantern on the back. Mara Sandy Downs. The final act, I could turn that into you. Guard Kember. You're the one I'm supposed to... I do have the Abominable Snow Beast quest. What? That's weird. I think I just saw Master Runt. Thanks for hanging out, Master Vethlo, and thanks for joining my Discord. I do have a Discord that you are welcome to join. Pretty much the only rule is don't be a jerk. You know. And And you can find that Discord, as Master Bethlo did, by doing Discord in chat. Discord, boom. Yeah, Moobot, stop being laggy. So, another piece of news you might be interested in, I will be doing a marathon stream on Christmas Day. And that marathon stream is going to consist of some beautiful, lovely giveaways. I only got 2 of them. Damn it. Alright. One of the things you can do, by the way, is Sam apparently doesn't want to disturb the snow beasts too badly. No, I don't want to travel to that objective, thank you. Is if you click on a sleeping snow beast with the quest active in the little thing in the corner pops up. If you spam that fast enough, it'll get all 3 ticks on the same snow beast. And the reason you might want to consider doing that is because if you do 1 per different snow beast, you're tying up all 3 snow beasts, and other people have to wait till they settle down until they can do their quest. But if you spam it on 1 snow beast, technically, I guess you're being cruel to that 1 snow beast. On the other hand, you're also being kind to your fellow players. So, once I learned that, I do try to get that quest done on 1 snow beast so I don't have to tie up the other, so other players can get their turns. So, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the one. Alright, let's do this. Now, one thing we did find out definitively on today's Court of the Rings is they are not planning on updating the Legendary servers this year, which is fine. There's only 2 weeks left of this year. So I honestly would have been surprised had they done such a thing, even though it has been a while since they went to level 75. I actually do like the revamp of the kegs here. They look a lot more sensible for us to be carrying them. Oof. Alright. So, I believe, let me check on my quests, see if I've got them all done. That's not what I was looking for. Final act is complete. I haven't done Stolen Sweets. I don't really care to, because you have to go wandering all over creation to get it. But you do get the Tome of the Yule Rabbit. So if you want a Yule Rabbit, that's something you might want to consider doing. But I've got all the other ones done, so we are going to do this. We're going to start. This is how I normally do the pattern. I've already done the theater. I did the theater quest last night. I was trying to get this character to log back in. It took like 3 hours. It was a pain in the butt. Alright, so what I mentioned I had earlier was this. I got this out of a gold Hobbit present a couple weeks ago, or the other week or whatever. So instead of a 100% experience gain, it's a 200. So this is like having a 100% XP gain and a VIP boost going on. Or we've got a VIP event boost coming soon. Let me go back to the events calendar real quick. Event schedule. Go to numero uno first. The current event schedule currently has the anniversary gift. If you haven't logged in your characters to get your anniversary gift yet, that is still going until the April Fool's Day. Yuletide Festival, it's on the 7th. VIP event boost will be the 27th through the 2nd. I think... And my goal with this character is to get her to level 75, which is currently the legendary max level. So, chat, help me figure this out. What should I do? Should I pop the 200% XP boost right now and work on the assumption that I will be level cap by the 27th? Or should I hold on to that 200% XP boost for a later time? Because if I happen to hit cap between now and the 27th by doing my dailies, blah, 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 then the 200% XP boost won't do me a damn bit of good. What do you think, chat? Should I use it now or sandbag it for later? And I'm really vexed that I'm still getting the artifacting, because that's the whole point of having the light, was to get the artifacting to go away. Turn the light off. More artifacts. It's dark in here. See? More dots, more dots! So what do you think, chat? Use the boost now or use the boost later? Let's see what chat has to say. Lee Nightingale sneaks in, stumbling in from work. How you doing, Lee? Thief Kitty would like to say hi to you. Hello, come here, you ding dong. Not you, Lee. The cat is a ding dong. How you doing, Lee? Hope work wasn't terrible to you. Hi, butthead. Oh, he's purring. He's purring. Look at him. He's purring. If you got a really close look at my microphone, there's like cat hair all over it because somebody thinks it's fuzzy and needs to rub up against it and leave cat hair all over everything, including me. Stop stepping on my hair. I might actually cut my hair next week. Or have my hair cut next week, I should say. Where goes eh? Oh, extra grace required. I like that. Okay, well, I think for the sake of brevity and the fact that I do want to switch to an alt, I'm going to save the tome, maybe not for like as late. Oh, I complained about my job recently. Shenanigans are happening, so we're just going to complete the quests right now without any boosts because I don't have any 100% boosts on my character. And I don't think I have anywhere else that's unbound. What's it called? Experience. I have a tome of everywhere. See, I have all these tomes of extraordinary experiences on like all of my alts, but they are, first of all, I don't have this many alts on this account. This character doesn't exist anymore. I do have most of the others. But these are all bound to character. So I can't actually use them. Kind of sucks. Pontin Finberry! Hi, Tolkien Otaku. Pontin Finberry's Kinship Second Breakfast is hosting Winterfest starting at 6 o'clock this evening. In fact, if I run over my time, we'll probably end the show by hanging out there. Fine. Maybe just for a little bit to catch the beginning. And you should go to Thorin's Gate, to the lake, the frozen lake at Thorin's Gate. I will show you where that is. That's not what I wanted to do, you dumb map. The lake right here in the middle, between Thorin's Hall and the Silver Deep Mines, right here. And bands will be playing all kinds of awesome music. I don't know if anybody is streaming it. I do know that the official channel has not been tasked to do that. However, it is going to be a fine, upstanding event hosted by the beautiful folks in Second Breakfast based on Crick Hollow. So definitely check it out. I know Cord gave a big shout out for it earlier today. It's all over the beacon, and I know I retweeted it earlier today. Hi, Cat. Boop. So go there, enjoy some music, don't troll. I do know I might have tattled on a certain player on Landreval the other day. It's the same player that has been bringing a certain toxic cloud out of Saragost and dropping it on concerts to kill members of the audience. You have introduced your other half to Lotro. Yes! No, couples that game together stay together. Unless one of the pair winds up getting much better gear than the other. Alright, unwilling firewood. Now, you can buy XP boost tomes in the store. I generally prefer not to, personally. I mean, you can, I just don't. Yeah, that get Guarendis. I happened to have a ticket open to swap my Guardian's second-hand or two-hander LI because it rolled with agility, and that was bugged and was subsequently patched a couple weeks ago or last month, whenever. And hi, hello, what are you doing? And so I've been playing ticket tag with Standing Stone, trying to get a new one. And apparently, once I finally got a hold of somebody, or somebody got a hold of me, I was actually logged in at work. Don't do that. I brought my laptop with me to work and was logged in and finally heard the ding. Or was it actually when I was here at the house? No, it was on Tuesday because I was here. But I had been logging in for hours at work, and that also might be one of the reasons. I need to get that fixed. Let's go talk to the boys in the background. We did build the snowman. Did I turn that quest in? I did. Alright, let's go talk to the boys in the back, causing trouble. We're gonna ignore Daly because he just wants tokens.
How can I be of
And I need my tokens. Making mischief. And I generally don't actually do the eating quest.
Why are you bothering me?
Guard Kember, stop being such a whiny git. You know, I just actually did some help for you. Did some work for you. Alright. I get a token. And I completed the wrapper quest. Always talk to Mara to get your wrapper quest before you start handing your quests in. Otherwise, you won't get credit and blah, 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 blah. So, I've completed this in the Spirit of Yule once. Get 5 more, or 4 more. I can count. I was a history major, right? Oh, I'm so used to clicking on quests and WoW. Okay. And you get 300 figments, a scrap of essence, and 1,000 virtue XP. Now, you can also do the seasonal instances, which are, one of them is the snowball fight, or, you know, beating on the dudes down here. And the other one is the raid one, Storvagun. And if you talk to Verbena Greenhand, hidden over here, you can get these really cool cosmetics that are new this year. Look at the freaking detail on that, right? Let's zoom in a little bit. Look at the detail on that knitting. I'm sure the knitters in our group, Jesse, could probably tell us what pattern they are and how likely they are to be able to made and what needles you use to make them. And they die halfway decently. One thing I'm like oh, I was a little bit like why when it came to the cosmetics, like why are there only 3 pieces to this? And they're 20 tokens each. And the other new cosmetics come from here.
Hello there.
Which are the ice flower cloak of 2 kinds. Apparently the split cloak thing is the current fad at Standing Stone because for those who have played through the DDO Hardcore League, they introduced a split cloak kind of like this for the one of the Hardcore League rewards, so I guess that's the thing. And this, of course, the split cloak was the design we had for the Fall Festival thing, Harvest Math, whatever. And these also dye. I'm just showing them off so you can see what they look like dyed. My favorite color, Heirloom Blue. And again, there's only like a few pieces of the group, so it's very strange. The design itself is pretty elegant. I really kind of like the maple leaves up here. Are they maple leaves? They kind of look like maple leaves with the silver outlines. I do kind of like that, and I do like the elegance of it. It's not too busy, really, and when you dye it, it kind of looks like there's 2-tone dyes going on there. So it's kind of nice, though, you know, not very symmetrical, I must say. Look at that. Symmetry is a thing of the past. Bear Doan, how are you doing? Replicating Electro clothing cosmetics IRL? Yeah, actually, Lee Nightingales, that would be interesting. It wouldn't be the first time that somebody replicated a Lotro thing in real life, though I'm not sure which came first, the tapestry in game or the tapestry in real life. Why did I choose Evened in blue? I don't know. There we go, Heirloom Blue. Yeah, and it's like I don't understand why there aren't gloves for this or shoes for this or shoulders. I don't understand that. Well, I don't get it. And those are the new cosmetics for this year. There are also let's see. The White Wolf Dog, I believe, is the new cosmetic pet this time around. Wolf Dog. So that's kind of cool. That's their outfits. There's the Ice Flower Steed, which you just saw out there. Was nice. Yeah, it's oh yeah, Bear Doing is allowed to say meh. Maybe next year. Maybe Ginjar. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, so those are the cosmetics you can get in this year's festival, and you're probably going to see them a lot in Alt. One of the other... Wait, I'm trying to remember. Housing items. You behave yourself. Festival gifts. Oh, you can send gifts to people. I'm actually aiming for Anphilis Starlit Crystals, which kind of bites because they're 120 damn tokens each. Not cheap. The new hat looks like you have an antenna. Alright, so this is Ithel. We're gonna go switch over to the Crick Hollow. Hopefully I can get logged in, so we will be right back. Uno momento, por favor. I'm not stopping the stream, of course. Hello, kitty. Hi, kitty kitty. There we go. I was like, wait a minute, where's my thing in the background? What other things did Core talk about today? He gave no word on server transfers. And also has not allayed any concerns about whether they're going to segregate shared storage in some fashion. That's the thing I'm personally most concerned about, because shared storage is such an integral part of many community members' game lives. Like, you know, a lot of us are used to using server A to store, you know, item B, and then server C to store item D kind of things. And, you know, transferring stuff back and forth willy-nilly in the same region. Basically, the only two good options here are, one, they put shared storage back the way it was before. And two, which I honestly can't expect to happen, the utter best case scenario they have here is make it so that you could transfer stuff from region to region. I don't ever see that happening until they set it up so you can transfer characters from region to region. I don't see that happening either because of the database shenanigans. Because the EU servers are on a different database. I really liked Chromite's idea of using a clearinghouse server of some kind, because obviously people in EU and NA and Legendary can copy a character all nice and shiny to Bullroar at any time, right? When you could do it, right? And there wasn't a problem. So there's got to be a technical way to allow people to transfer from region to region. I do see the value in restricting being able to copy to and from the legendaries. Maybe not copy from the legendary, but copy to the legendaries. I think that should be a problem, because you obviously should not be able to transfer a character higher than the legendary level into the legendary. Though I did find out something interesting. A player in one of my kinships sent me a DM on Discord last night saying, oh, by the way, do you know if you went to the far-reaching Stable Master, you can go to the Ettenmoors on the legendaries? I'm like, that's not supposed to be happening. So I went and tested it just to confirm the accuracy of the report, which, you know, I do whenever somebody tells me something like that. If it's not an obvious exploit situation, I go to check it just to see. And the Moors worked as they do in the regular servers. My character got scaled to 130. But, of course, you couldn't do anything there. There weren't any creeps to fight. So, alright. I got some new quests. Did it give me the daily? Probably not. So, as you can't see, I am less than a bubble away from dinging, so it's my hope that doing the dailies here will get me a ding. A dingaling. I'll be a dingaling. I am a dingaling. Oh, man, I don't want to do a final act on this character, too. Now, you can, ignore a final act and just do all the other quests. I'm actually going to filter this quest on this character. There you go. Kitty Thief, what are you doing? Does this character... I do have XP boosters on this character. I'm actually going to use one of those 3. And yes, I do have some second agers in my inventory. However, they are level 60 second agers. If you are on Crick Hollow and you have a character who is a level 60-ish or about to be level 60, and you are either a warden, or a minstrel, I will happily give you these second agers. I've been selling them for cheap on the auction house. Because I'm not the sort of person who wants to make like tons of gold on the auction house. I only do that in SWTOR. I made a crap ton of money on SWTOR. So speaking of really awesome gifts and stuff, the Christmas stream will have a Lotro and a DDO segment. I have a feeling that the thing just ended, so we may actually get to play in the play. Ooh, there's a kinship called Order of the Red Panda. Johnny would love to know about that. Johnny Liu, aka SSG Red Panda, aka Awesome Dude. We'll see what happens. Hey, I don't have a name. And this is actually my main character, so I'm happy to be able to log in. So what I have is Lotro and DDO giveaways for Christmas Day. I'll be streaming from noon to midnight. I'm going to do 2 hours of Lotro, 2 hours of DDO. I was going to do 2 hours of some other games, including some Legend of Zelda, because I was streaming that on Tuesday. And that went over pretty well, and I kind of want to continue that game, that run through A Link to the Past. However, what I have to give away, 2 Ultimate Editions of the most recent DDO expansion, Masterminds of Sharn. 2 Ultimate. I didn't buy them. They were gifts. I got them because I donated to Movember. And my donation got doubled or something. So, and I looked at their loot. Our community loot list is better than DDO's, in my honest opinion. And I already had everything off their loot list that I actually wanted for my account. And I'm like, Cord, I don't know. What can you do for me? Because I really don't need any of this. And he said, hey, you can have these. I'm like, okay. I also have from my Extra Life donations, which I only reported one of them because I'm a terrible person. I was wondering. I have. Okay, those are actually going to be mine. I'm going to give away a Steed of the White City, which is a character-bound code for a steed. And that basically will go to the single character that you redeem the code on, so you'd want to be careful about that. I also have the Aid to Those in Need title. I have a spare code for that because, as you can see, I already have one. So I have one to give away. I do have... I'm going to keep one for myself because I don't actually have one on my account. 2 Enduring Universal Toolkits. So I had codes for 3 of them. I'm only going to use one for myself. So those are going to be my Lotro giveaways. I also have a stack of 100 Lotro point codes, and because it's Christmas, I did get a special dispensation from Cord to give them away here on my personal channel. Because generally, if he gives us codes as being members of the stream team, and they're to be used on our streams, he means on the Lotro channel. But I said, well, it's Christmas. He said, whatever, happy holidays. So I'll take it. So those are my Lotro and DDO giveaways. If I feel so inclined, I may purchase a Lotro points code, like a larger Lotro points code off the website, but we'll see. Or I might be willing, if not, maybe I'll give the winner of the big Lotro prize a choice. Anything off the Lotro market that's $40 or less. Not including tax. I'm not going to worry about tax. So, for example, let's go take a look at what's on the Lotro market. So I'm not going to be buying... I could buy somebody the base copy of Minas Morgul. Hi, kitty. So we could do something like the base copy of Minas Morgul, base copy of Mordor, Helm's Deep, which is only $20. Riders of Rohan, $20. Any of the expansions, any of the skirmish packs. Did anybody actually buy those? Or I could get them a 2,500 Locho point code. We'll see. Ugh. An ode to Old Bloodtusk. Oh my god. I remember when they took that quest out of the game. When they took the original Old Bloodtusk out of Archit. And we're like, aww. Oh no! Amazon just told me one of my Christmas presents to myself got delayed. I will wait on it. It's a Pink Floyd box set that I really, really want. I have a shoulder cap. I wasn't picked for the play. Damn it. I'll wait and I'll just check my email real quick because I get a lot of press emails. Oh, I gotta thank you for Movember. That's so nice. Giggles! And of course, the best NPCs in the game are, of course, the homages to Statler and Waldorf from the Muppets. Speaking of the Muppets, did anybody watch the Game Awards last night? I was at work, so I didn't get to watch, but apparently Professor Bunsen Honeydew and Beaker stole the show. And apparently there's a streamer by the name of Rudism who makes a career out of building weird controllers for games, like in-character controllers. So he modified a lightsaber to be able to play Jedi Fallen Order so that the item that he's using matches what the character in game is using. So I think he once modified, I think it was Fortnite maybe, to be played on a frying pan. Like, he took the controller apart and, you know, somehow welded it to a frying pan. I don't know the exact details. Taped it. Probably not welded. And I'm really bad about participating in the theater. If I'm on stage, I will do my best to earn the flower petals. But, yeah, I don't throw the rotten fruit, because I think that's rude. And I've got a very heavy cat sitting on my shoulder. He's a butthead. Ah. Apparently, making a wisecrack to my sister on Twitter is getting myself in trouble here. Because my sister apparently is doing, putting together a panel for PAX East. And was inviting people to be on the panel, and I just replied, said something about, you know, nepotism is bad. But apparently she's considering actually having me on the panel, which is kind of weird, but I'm not sure if PAX will allow that. And, you know, I don't want it to be... Because my sister knows, like, a lot of awesome people. Look at this kitty. Look at this kitty. I don't know if you can hear him. Go play. I don't even know why he wants a cuddle. Well, he's a cat. He doesn't care. Craftio, how you doing? Welcome. So, we were talking about Lego, and I think this is Sam Burke's fault, during Professor Corey's show. And I made a comment about the biggest Lego nerd I know is Sapiens, the former community manager here at Lotro. And he was recently in London on a business trip for his current company. He's not in the industry directly. He's not like a community manager for a game. He's a community manager who handles influencer relations. He actually has been doing a lot of influencer negotiations and stuff for the Stadia project, and that's public knowledge, so no NDAs being broken there. And he was so excited to find out that the hotel his company was putting them up in Westminster was like a block and a half away from the London Lego store. He was so excited. You're a new player? Awesome sauce. Welcome to the party. I've noticed that I can't hear the game now. Starlight Muse, welcome to you as well. Have you decided what your favorite class is already? I mean, how far along are you? You don't know which class to race? Okay, see, the choice of class and race to choose really depends on what you like to play. I mean, if you're fairly new at MMOs, I would imagine you probably don't have a firm idea of what you enjoy most. But Lotro has a firm identity in the so-called Holy Trilogy. The Holy Trilogy is actually the original Star Wars movies, which we're going to call that Space Battles. Cordovan called it Space Battles on his Twitter and on his show earlier today, so we're going to call it Space Battles. So the holy trinity of gaming is tank, DPS, and heals. And their support is generally like the neglected stepchild of many gaming experiences. And so it really also depends on whether you like to be melee or ranged. Well, welcome, Starlight Muse. You are definitely welcome. But it really depends on what you like to enjoy. I mean, me personally, my character, this character right here, she's a champion. So melee DPS, you can pull mobs with a bow, so you can do that range. But it's basically for pulling purposes only, pretty much. And a champion used to be an off tank with their, each class has 3 specifications. We call them red line, blue line, and yellow line. Generally, blue line is the spec for the specialty of that class. So, like a guardian, their blue line is the tanking spec, and red line is generally DPS for any character class, and then yellow line is generally a support thing. So, with a champion, I don't play blue line. As you see, there's hardly anything filled in there. Mainly red line with a dash of yellow. Red line is single target damage, and then yellow line is AoE damage. And by having this sort of mix, I kind of have the best of both worlds. So race really doesn't matter in the long run. There are racials that you can earn, not these. And you can slot 5 of them at any given time, and they can affect your gameplay a little bit. Like +5 bow damage is pretty nice for an elf character, and they're different for every race in the game. Yeah, yellow line champ is basically its main line, but I was red line from back in the day, and I always played it wrong, and I didn't care. I had fun. That was the important thing. So we finished the play, and these are all ground up by doing pretty much low level stuff, so you have them once you really settle into your class. They don't really have a lot of... Okay, we're going to hang on to that quest, because remember, we want to pop an XP token, or an XP tome, and then start turning stuff in. I'm gonna go over here. Oh, Redline Champions. What's really cool in my builds, Bookworm, is that I do get the best of both worlds. I play it like a yellow line. And I equip like a yellow line. I did actually try to play with my one-hander, or sorry, my two-hander. And I have some really nice legacies on it. But I really, really liked playing with the pardon me. Playing with the one-hander and then having the offhand throw in the physical mastery and the finesse, so. Alright. We don't have those quests. So let's go pick up those quests. So we're just doing the holiday festival, the Yule festival. You get some nice cosmetics. Definitely optional content. You don't have to do them if you don't want to. Aha. You don't have quests for me. I'm guessing I might actually have to do a final act if I want to unlock the other quest, which kind of bites. Unless... I know I didn't do them on this character. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to unlock that quest. That stinks. Okay, since you all saw me do the sticking up for the poor folk, we're gonna be a jerk in this one. Somebody dinged and it wasn't me! So you can filter quests so you never see them pop up again, which is really nice. As you can see, I have the Shenanigans thing turned off forever. Alright, so now I can do this quest. We're gonna speed through it because we've been there, we've done that. Assist the rich or support the poor. Well, we supported the poor on my alt, so we're gonna be a miser this year. So let's go talk to the mayor. We're gonna be a corrupt person, and you can only do one or the other of these two every year. And so I've done these so many times. I try to alternate year to year which one I do. I don't remember which one I did last year, and we had just done the other one, so now we'll see the other side of that sort of thing. Gareth doesn't trust me now. Maybe I can talk to Daly and get him to... So if you're still lost on what race and class, it really depends on what you like of Lord of the Rings more than anything else. I mean, I personally, when the game was first announced, because of Lord of the Rings, I always pick an elf for my first character on pretty much any game I play. Like, my first WoW character was a night elf, because you didn't have blood elves back then. Yes, I played vanilla.
What can I do for you?
Not very much. Alright, we spied. We made friends. We're gonna be a terrible person, and we're gonna, you know, cause a fight. It'll be fine.
What can I do for you?
See, he likes me. So, if you're looking to play like melee DPS, then you can go with a minstrel, or you can go with hunter, or a warden, which are more complex. Anytime you create a character in the game at the character select, it'll tell you like what each class can do, more or less, like what their role in a fight is, and also what the difficulty level is for that character. For example, a warden is more difficult to play than a champion or a guardian or a hunter. And I find that the descriptions of the classes, really, I'm just gonna right click attack you. Look at that. Right click attack and took care of it. Now we're hiding the evidence. The evidence was stolen. However, we are doing a bad deed today. Santa is gonna give me a rock. And we're not talking Dwayne Johnson either. For a second there, I saw the purple hat, and then I started seeing the shoulders. I was like, is that Master Kengus? And it is sadly not. Master Kengus is the leader of the Mardi Gras party band, and is very well known for dressing up in the colors of Nolans, which is purple, yellow, and green, from my understanding. We're going to be a miser. And I'm going to pick the robe. It doesn't actually matter. None of this stuff actually matters. This is all cosmetics. And you are an extremely fancy dwarf. Look at that purple outfit. That was like an amazingly... That person cannot go camouflaged, right? But that's fine. Alright, so... It's really easy to get your 10 quests in if you remember to take the daily wrapper. Pardon me. Alright, completed the wrapper quest. Nope. That's the daily wrapper quest. And you get a sack of presents. And I dinged! Ding, 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 ding! So I'm now level 122 out of 130. I have been lazy as crazy. I got 2 festival tokens out of the sack of presents. Hey, kitty, stop being a butthead. I got your tail. Alright, and as you can see, some of the other quests are popping up for me to do. So let's turn this one in. You know what I forgot to do, though? Got to pop that. Gosh darn it.
Tell me what you need or move along.
Alright, turn that one in. Now, as you can see, she's up and running. And I don't do that quest, so... We're gonna hurry up and do these real quick. While I've got the buff on.
Will you let me speak my piece?
What I should have done is held that quest, but the thing is I couldn't take these quests while the other ones, while the final act was in the way, which kind of stinks. It is what it is. And I see that the graphics updates have been flaking with the garbage, the unsightly spills. What are you doing, Thief Kitty? My cat is being obnoxious. I apologize. Kitty. It is highly recommended that you do not take this quest while being in the middle of the eating challenge, or, well, being in the middle of the eating challenge and then taking, taking this, having this quest in your quest log and then starting the eating challenge. It'll be very confusing. That poor dead hobbit with the pipe. He's been frozen there for years. Or else he's been engaging in some really wacky performance art. Like every year he sneaks into the frost bluff at the beginning and just parks himself there and just lays still. That's it, right? Kitty. I've got a barrel. I missed a grimy dish. Oops. Alright, you got the keg. Got a kitty chin. He's getting a chin tickle. Oh, yes, he is. Oh, he's so happy. Yes, I do talk to him like this when I'm not streaming. You are such a butthead. And I think after this run, I'm going to take my Guardian through this real quick. And I know it's really boring to watch it like 3 times in a row. But after that, we're going to come back to this character and do some Minas Morgul questing. Yes, we are. Oh, yes, we are. I have actually been playing this character a little bit off stream in the Minas Morgul stuff. Trying to focus mainly on the non-Black Book of Mordor stuff. To kind of keep the good stuff for the stream, but not always been the best at that. However, since I'm on Crick Hollow, so basically, Sam, what you're telling me is the dude's dead and nobody has decided to pick him up yet. Okay. Bye. No, my hair was straight, Cat. So I haven't decided what kind of haircut to get next week. I do know, I used to color my hair, like, frequently. Not as awesome as Wayward Plain does. And right now, my current job won't actually let me color my hair anything unnatural. You're not going to do me anything unnatural, will you? Yes, I will. Let's turn in Basil's quest while we're here. Well, I've got the booster going. This is intolerable. How do you get there when there's no festival? Technically, you can't. You're not supposed to. You can get there a couple of different ways, though. Every year, or every week while the festival's going, you get a quest that gives you a map. And you can use the maps at any time to go there. Where's my stash? There. See, I have 6 maps to Winterhome. I can use that at any time of the year. Oh, the People's Front of Judea. Oh my god, they're making a Life of Brian joke. That's amazing. I love it. Life of Brian is actually the best Monty Python movie. I'll fight you for that one. Everyone would think it was the Holy Grail, but no, the Life of Brian is the best. And what you can also do is, if you yourself don't have a map to go to Winterhome, but you know a friendly captain, or somebody else who's already in Winterhome, as long as you can get summoned there, Because what happened last year? Was it last year? Agent Brigman, who is one of the other Lotro streamers who's currently on maternity leave, she wanted to make Christmas cards for her kinship, the Feathered Hat Society, which is right here on Crick Hollow, no doubt. And Yule Festival wasn't open yet. However, I took my captain, who's in her kinship, and used one of my maps and came here, and then just used my captain horn to summon. Like, we made a fellowship of I just kept summoning people. Ultra Fox, how you doing? Welcome to the party. Alright, we need to go beat up on some chickens. So I got 4 more quests to do, and I know I have more. I need to do the snowman one too. We're gonna ride a war steed because we are crazy people. Now, I could actually go through the instance, but do people want to see the instance, or would you prefer to see Minas Morgul stuff and take a break from Yule Festival? Which snowman? With this character, I've already done all the snowmans for the meta, so I always just like to do the classy one because I like top hats. So top hats are awesome. So let's go down to the chicken coops. Why is my trackball being a butthead today? Hi, Chromite. I'm sure it was your idea. But I was the one who executed the idea. So, my character, my captain, my badly dressed captain, was in last year's Christmas card that Agent Brigman sent out to her kinship. It's really cool. Alright, find an acorn amongst the trees. Oh, I need sticks and acorns, right? Durr. What are you doing, cat? You know, those are claws. Boop. And you can click on the same bush twice to get your stuff. I see this person up here knows the trick of making the big honkin' snowman. Where are the acorns? There needs to be some down here somewhere. Oh, there's one. Look, Ma, no hands. How you doing, Chromite? I saw your questions earlier today in Court of the Rings. Yeah. Hi, kitty. Kitty, kitty, kitty. So, for those who were here for Professor Corey's show, you'll remember he said he would not be streaming Grifflet until next year because he's got holiday stuff and other commitments coming up. So, next week's show, since I don't have anything else better to do, we'll start at 1 o'clock right here. There will be no lead-in from Court of the Rings because there won't be a Court of the Rings next week. Because Court will be going to see a space battle movie or something. I myself will be doing that space battle movie on Thursday night. And I will ban the hell out of anybody who spoils it in my channel. Just be cool. Just be cool. And I'm one of those folks who doesn't actually like fake or joke spoilers because to me it's kind of like April Fool's jokes. They're not very funny. I've never found them to be very funny. And trying to make me laugh about a topic I find extremely serious, it never ends well. Never ends well. So if you're in my Discord, you will have seen my ruling on the use of even that spoiler channel to discuss the space battle. It will be free for all starting on Thursday after I've seen the damn movie. Because it's my Discord, right? However, I would just say, please be kind. There will be folks who cannot see it the very first second it's available. There will be jerks trying to spoil the movie Dumbledore dies on page 294 sort of things. Just don't be that person. Be kind to people. There's enough BS in the world to go out to be spending your time going out of your way trolling other people. And honestly, I haven't got time to do that. I don't have the energy to do that. So, to quote one of my favorite incarnations of my favorite Time Lord, be kind. It might be months. Beardoin, you're sadly going to be out of luck. There's not much I can do about that. But at least for the first couple of weeks, it was kind of like in The Mandalorian, and I haven't seen last night's episode, don't tell me, I don't want to know. And I've already had to avoid Twitter today. Because people were posting Mandalorian spoilers like day one. Like second one as soon as they saw it last night or whatever. They stayed up till 3 in the morning to watch it. I'm like, really? So, it's one of those things like, yes, Twitter is a public social media. And yes, I don't want to tell people, no, you can't talk about something in public. But it's kind of like being mindful when you're standing around in real life. Is if you're... It's kind of like coming out of the movie theater and talking about the movie while people... You pass by people waiting in line to go see that movie. And you say, oh my god, Darth Vader is Luke's father? Like, seriously? I mean, that's the big twist in Empire Strikes Back. And had you heard that, waiting in queue for your own turn to see the movie... That would have been devastating. Why do you want to ruin somebody's sense of wonder? All right, we're gonna try it. Let's see if we can do this, chat. 3 clicks to get them all in one go. I got 2. Oh man, I only did 2 of them. Damn it. If you do that fast enough, you can get all 3 on the same snow beast. Let's see what's going on in Slack. That was a stream announcement. Alright. Alright, we did our quest. Alright, find a top hat, find a scarf, gather some coal. Working in the coal mine, going down, down. Working in the coal mine, do, 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 do. Oh man, that's a brilliant song by Devo. And I first heard that song because it was in the movie Heavy Metal, which is a movie you cannot discuss in great detail on this channel because this channel is... Well, actually you can on my channel, but because we're being hosted on the official Locho channel, we abide by Locho stream rules on Fridays. Sam can't ban anybody. At least not in this channel. You can ban people in your own channel, though. You technically, even though you don't stream, you do have a channel. And you could ban people there if you wanted to. So we're going to go talk to Guard Kember, and we're going to ride a goat to go over there. Though there is also the other aspect of spoilers of being too anal retentive about spoilers. I remember when the first Hobbit movies came out. You know, the Peter Jackson Hobbit movies. And I had seen certain fans of the Lady Persuasion going totally around the bend about Killy and Philly, who were clearly designed to be attractive young men, even though they're dwarves. They were the cute ones. They were the ones the women are supposed to go, oh, about. And we all know that they both die in the book, right? No big weirdness going on here. All right. Got the top hat. Wait, did we get the top hat? We did not get we went right past the top hat because, again, I've been talking and not paying attention. And, yeah, fan service. That's definitely called fan service. So, what happened was I made a non-directed tweet about how ladies, and let's be fair, bi and gay men, shouldn't get their hopes up because they were going to die at the end of the movie. On the assumption that it was going to play out exactly like it did in the books. And I got cussed the hell out about it. It's like, how dare you spoil the end of the movie? And I'm like, the book was published 79 years ago!
How can I be of service?
That's taking the spoiler warnings a little bit too far. So, here's my theory on spoilers for existing properties. We'll use The Hobbit as an example. What I personally would consider a spoiler for the Hobbit movies is spoiling how they tell the story of the Battle of the Five Armies. Like, what did they change from the books? How did Peter Jackson actually make that happen? That would be a spoiler because that tells you not what the story is, but how it's being adapted. Why am I going this way? Oh, I forgot the scarf, which is up here by the empty keg. Oh, Sam, all three of those movies are a fan disservice in my not so humble opinion. Those movies were terrible. The only thing I liked about the Peter Jackson Hobbit movies, I liked Gandalf. I did kind of like the scene at Dol Guldur with the Council of the Wise. Even though that whole weird Galadriel, Gandalf, Goo Goo Eyes thing was like, what? She's kind of married and he's a demigod? Well, he's not even a demigod. He's like a lesser god, right? He's not half human or anything. He's an incarnated god. An incarnated mini-god. Lesser god. Whatever. Martin Freeman was good as Bilbo, yes, to an extent. To the extent that Hayden Christensen was okay as Anakin Skywalker when he was allowed to be. Because Hayden Christensen is actually a decent actor. I've seen him in non-Star Wars stuff, mostly before Star Wars. And he was good. He was a good actor. I'm just saying George Lucas can't conduct with... can't direct with stuff. Most of my least favorite things of Star Wars were George Lucas's idea. And let's go on about adaptations of popular IPs. You know, there's what's currently called the fandom menace, where certain fans of Star Wars are very upset with the direction that Disney and Lucasfilm are going. Perfectly natural. If you don't like it, that's okay. I'm not saying that's an invalid opinion, but the way that those fans have been expressing themselves has been quite shameful. That's why it's called the fandom menace. Which horse should I ride? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Gray horse, elk. Let's ride one of the older festival steeds. This is an older one. You can only get it for Mithril coin, but I remember liking it because it's like, the horse is gray blue. Ooh, it's so pretty. And this used to be my favorite for a couple of years. But I am not a fan of being so mad at something. If I don't like something, and I might say I don't like it, I'm certainly not going to deluge the people who made it and said, oh my god, you people suck. You all need to be fired. I hate you. Oh, I hate what you look like. Again, why bring that much negativity in the world? We've got too much going on in real life to be that much of an ass about something you're supposed to love. I hated the Tariel character. I liked Evangeline Lilly. I like her as an actress. She did what she could with the material she got. I hated the material she got. I loved her character. I even own her Lego minifig. In fact, I bought one of the Lego sets from the Hobbit films that had her character in it because I really liked the knives they gave her. But I just could not stand that story. That story was so bad. I hated it. Hated it! Anyway, we are done with this part of the Yule Festival. So, sadly, I'm going to take you on another run of the Yule Festival with an alt. Let me go see what my pending... Oh, that's what it is. Of course that's what it is. Why am I doing Yule Festivals? Because I need Starlit Crystals! I could buy Starlit Crystals in the Lotro store. I'm not going to. I am, however, I'm going to switch over to my Guardian. I might actually play my Guardian with a two-hander. I've been actually considering playing her as a red line with sword and board, because you can do that, I think. Yeah. But she was Valard, and her Valar two-hander rolled very badly. And since it had agility on it, and Standing Stone said, hey, we're going to take this agility away, and I'm like, I want a two-hander that rolls right. I paid for this. I should get one. So, by the way, look at my hunter bow. Moggs is a bow again. So it's something they fixed in the patch yesterday. Is the hunter's bow actually Moggs as a bow, and it wears like a bow. See, let's show you the gear I'm actually wearing. Look at that hunter's bow. It Moggs like a bow. Starlets, you're doing deliveries in Lurkin? Lurk. Hi, Ooger. How are you? What are you up to? What you doing? This is the old outfit my character was wearing. I kind of still like it, but when did I make that one? Like that. But I like this shield a hell of a lot better. This was actually one of the loot box shields, and I'm sure if you go to Nathrian's cosmetic Middle Earth blog, there's probably some entry for the shield to tell you where to get other than loot boxes. So this character's theme is red and gold, so that's why I have that mogged there. Instead of the hammer, and I'm still like, why did you give champion or guardians hammers? I don't know. Oops, I forgot to. No, I didn't want that. I'm having a day. I am having a day. Let's switch our outfit back. We also have, well, I'm putting out. See, Why a hammer? I don't get it. I don't understand. This is not a hunter, Starlight Muse. This is a guardian. This is your basic tank or DPS character. You're no one had to help your dad. Yeah, Bear. You're not having yeah. Poor Bear. As I said on your Twitter, at least you're not having to pay for it like you would over here. I just put it that way. That's a whole separate discussion. So I have things in this character's vault that I really don't want. By the way, I want to actually check something out here real quick. So this is the new UI for the carryalls. You can now search for whatever item. Stone. Which is kind of nice. And it even tells you the binding. That's pretty cool. And you can sort by any of these things. Description or name, I guess. And quantity. Also pretty cool. You can also... like if you select something and click down here, it'll put it in your bag. Or you can just click and drag like everybody else does. Okay. You can also gather up stuff. And you can also set the bag to auto gather so that whenever your character acquires any of those items, it automatically picks it up. Kind of cool. Watching on your phone, so it is hard to see. Understandable. I have watched a lot of streams on my phone. If you like the show and you want to watch it later, definitely. I do save my shows as VODs. So, Gondor Has No Druids has been on the Locho channel for the past couple of years, but because of my current work schedule, I can only stream twice a week. So, since my numbers were tanking, I got Court's permission to do my show over here. And it still counts as an official show. But that means the archives are over here. I do, though, put all of my streams from this channel onto my YouTube channel, which you can get by typing !YT. Which I think... what is my YouTube channel? That's not the command. Is that the command? There it is. Yeah, I have one of those weird ones where youtube.com/c/druidsfire. So I'm kind of weird like that. Anyway, so these carryalls, the task item ones, were only available for a limited time during the Black Friday weekend, buying a Locho Points bundle. One of the points bundles in here, of course, as you see, they don't have double bonus points, and they don't have the task items. Hi, Ponton. I knew that whoever was waving it was definitely going to be Ponton. Being very festive today, I must say. Oh, look at the festive hobbit here. Look at that. It's got the red, green, and white going on there. Look at Ponton, my professional stream bomber. I do kind of wish the knitted hat had the tassel, the poof going backwards for some reason. It seems more aerodynamic that way to me. Otherwise, Ponton looks like a demented Santa's helper. Then again, you know, Ponton's cool. So Ponton's Kinship Second Breakfast is running Winterfest, which is starting in a little more than an hour over at Thorin's Gate. In fact, I'll even do a quickie. Wait, that sounded wrong. It sounded a lot better in my head. My character, her home is at the Thorin's Gate. I'll show you where the festival will be setting up, but then I'm gonna run over and do Yule Festival on this character real quick. Yeah, Ponton, they are really nice. I did like the ice flower ones as well. Those are kind of cool. And I'm going to switch over to my war steed now that I can ride a war steed because I'm outside. So if you're wondering where Winterfest is starting, you come to Thorin's Gate however you manage it. And you come down over here. It's the bigger pond, not the tiny pond over here, but the bigger pond over here. In about an hour and change. See, look at that. It's a nice natural stage right there. And there will be people making music, causing messes, and all that other fun stuff. And I believe they'll probably have a couple of hunters or lore masters around to keep these mobs away from lobbies. So if you don't normally play Crick Hollow, you have enough time right now to create a character, get them out of the starting instance, and get their butt on over here. No excuses, unless you have stuff to do. Myself, after the show, I'm going to leave a character here. We're going to close up the show by heading over back here. And since these are wireless, I'll be listening to the show while I make supper. Supper tonight, by the way, since we haven't talked about food all that much so far this show. Supper is going to be elbow macaroni and meatballs. And cheese. Why? Because I've got spaghetti sauce in my freezer. Who the hell is calling me from the Big Apple right now? Oh, I don't know anybody in the Big Apple who would have reason to call me. So I'm not gonna bother. Let's go to Winterhome and let's go grind up some festival tokens. Elbows for dinner. Pow. Pow. And the reason I need to grind starlets on this character is because I have got this bad boy. And as you can see, it has only one level to go before it's maxed. And I just got a random text from a random number. Oh, apparently, I'm getting job offer or job opportunity spam again. That just makes me so happy. Anyway, what are we doing, cat? So yeah, I need to finish leveling this item and get 3 starlets before I imbue it, because I know better than to imbue before you get your starlets done. So let's turn some nameplates on. There we go. The Stolen Sweets one. We might actually do that because I do get LI experience for it. Okay, in the spirit of Yule. Good. Doesn't look like I have to do a final act on this character.
Will you let me speak my piece?
No, I won't let you speak your piece.
Will you give me a moment of your time, friend? Will you give me a moment of your time, friend?
Maybe.
Would you do something for me?
Let me also see how many, I only have 5 tokens, but I have 192 Fall Festival tokens. And of course, if you go, if you go to the party tree, you can exchange tokens from one kind to another. So I might wind up doing that to help grind some tokens to get a starlet here.
I do not ask much of you.
You do ask much of me. Pardon me. Okay, apparently I have the theater quest up, and the theater quest is just about done. Nice timing. Hi. Yeah, Lobby can now go to the Belfless houses. That's really nice. Also, they are broken a little bit because you can go to places you're not supposed to go. I took my Ithel main because somebody had reported that they were kind of broken. Took her to Wistmead, which is not supposed to be open right now. And, you know, some of the NPCs were there. The quest ones were not, of course. Bingo was there. But you're not supposed to be able to go there. And also, even more importantly, you're not supposed to be able to go to the Yettenmoors on the legendary servers. And, well, you can right now. I imagine they probably are going to include that in the patch on Tuesday if they haven't already hotfixed it. Oh, hello, kitty. Kitty gets cuddles. So, Ponton, if you want to, since you are a VIP, I believe you should be able to... let me make sure. Let me make you a regular on Moobot as well. Have you drop the link for Winterfest here in the Twitchers? Just give me a second here. Boop. Apparently I don't have any regulars in my channel. There you go, Pontin Finberry. There you are. You now have the rights to post any link you want. Doesn't have to be whitelisted. If you want to post a link to yeah, I personally think Bitcoin is a bit sketchy. Actually, more than a bit sketchy. It's, yeah. You can blame Bitcoin for the price of graphics cards and processors. Because people are mining Bitcoin. There you go. Thank you. Kitty gets a cuddle, kitty gets a cuddle. And I believe on this character I do have... Yep, I have a few XP boosts that I can use when it's time to start turning stuff in. So later this evening, back on the official Loto channel at 10 o'clock or thereabouts, Big Ed Mustafa will be here, and please go to Big Ed's show. Show him support in his time of need right now. Poor Big Ed is going to have to suffer until Tuesday or whenever Standing Stone puts in the patch that turns task items back on. Because right now, you can't turn in tasks across the board. Big Ed will not be able to complete his tenements of a proper Loto stream. So please show some love and support for Big Ed at his time of suffering. Freebie of the week is you might still be able to sneak in that code, enlist me, and if Standing Stone hasn't turned it off yet. But the new code is kind of lame. It's for an Umber die. And I'm not sure why they put that in a weekly giveaway. But, it's a freebie. Oh, I don't understand. Are the boards in Rohan Center still working? No chest to turn in? I believe the ones that don't require a chest are okay. The ones that use NPCs to turn in are okay. It's only the actual boxes. You know what we could do? We could pop on over to Rohan on my main and find out. You want us to test that here in a minute? Because I think Cord was talking about that, but I wasn't quite following what he was saying there. It wouldn't be the first time. Hi. Okay, I attended a performance. We could find out, though. You know what we could do? Let's see. Let's find out. I'm gonna pop to my personal house, which is over in Kilondum, well, Falathorn. And we're going to utilize this brand new shiny Stable Master, which is, of course, up and around the hill. I think my house over on Landreval, which is in the Hobbit housing instance, is closer to its far-reaching Stable Master. So these are what the blue Stable Masters are. They're basically ones that are like hub Stable Masters, kind of, if you think about it. It's where they're intended to be like more centralized. There it is. Hello there. And we are, and it's really nice that you can go to the festival grounds and the other homesteads. So that's pretty cool. Let's see. Stand guard. Do I have stand guard open on this character? Well, doesn't matter if I do. I don't see it available to go to. Yep. That's not helpful. Alrighty. So you can go to the Bay of Belfast. And of course, usual, like places you haven't unlocked, you still can't go there. Gosh darn it. I thought I was being clever. So we are actually going to go to Southbury because we can go to Standguard from there. Oh, they could troll Terry Adwin, Sam, but honestly, Standing Stone is not in the business of doing singular things like that.
What do you need?
Rude, but then again, we knew that. Oh, this character hasn't been to Standguard yet. Well, yes, I will waste a mithril coin for that. Because I don't want to switch over to a character that can go to Standguard. I just remember, I don't think I actually have any rep items for Standguard. Let's pick up the Stable Master while we're here. Alrighty, where is the task board here? I've been to Standguard in forever. Where's the LI vendor? There's rewards vendor. Okay, chat, remind me, where is the task board for Standguard? Kinda wanna think it's down here. Up there, actually, it's up the hill. In the pub? Task, right there. On the musical instrument. Board. Task board. Not at Heartwood. Let's pick up a few of them and see. Go kill a few horns and see if we can get these things and turn those tasks in. Yeah, we're sidetracking ourselves. It's fine! Besides, even I'm getting tired of the Yule Festival. All along the watchtower. Ba 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 ba. Ow. The Wailing Hills. Ah! Excuse me? Well, that's one way to rubber band, I suppose. It's like, how did I break a leg? I was on the path. Apparently I wasn't on the path. It's fine. It's okay. The Ninkai. I want to say Minkai, which is a very different kind of beastie. Alright. Give me a Hjorn to kill. Right, there we go. And of course, since we're not in Rohan proper, we can't do mounted combat. Come on, you. Come on. Okay, I've got one of my thick branches already. And yes, I am going to loot the corpse, even though it's lobby content. Because I get those little XP gems. Hello, Hjorn. I want to turn both of those in since I'm here. Okay, got all my stuff. So it says deliver the branches to any task board in the Great River. Alright. Let us go do that thing and see what happens. The hills are alive and it's scary. Of course, the only time I really like the hills are alive. Don't get me wrong, Dame Julie Andrews is the bomb diggity. But Ewan McGregor busting that lyric out in the middle of Moulin Rouge was pretty cool. Never pass a green stable master without stopping and saying hello. You never know when you might need it. I could have just done a swift travel from there too. You know what? We're gonna do a swift travel from there. Well, it says you can turn it into any task board in the Great River. Well, there's one right here. Let's see. Well, there you have it. The task boards are fine. So now we know, and knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe! Now where are we going? We're gonna go to the kinship house. Not because my kinship house is cool, it is, but because I can just go up the hill and take the far-reaching stable master and go back to Winterhome without wasting a map. And we can get back to our festivaling. So you can do certain tasks, but if it's got a task chest, you're probably going to be out of luck. And you're like, Druid, why aren't you riding your war steed up the hill? Have you tried riding your war steed up the hill? Not recommended. Not recommended at all. Alright. Hi.
How can I be of service?
You can send me... Wait, how can you not send me to the Fallithorn homesteads? I was just there. I live there. But oddly enough, it's not saying, "Why can't I go to the I don't even have a house in the Shire Homesteads." You are very strange. Am I not seeing Winterholm on here? Party Tree, Shire Homesteads, Mickle Delving. Hawthorne Calondum. That's very strange. Yeah, He-Man and She-Ra had those nice moral lessons at the end of the old series. Fun story. J. Michael Straczynski, who created Babylon 5 and did a lot of really awesome writing for the real Ghostbusters, and made Sense8 recently. Let's go to Mickle Delving and we'll just take the Festival Stable Master from there. Was also the co-creator of She-Ra Princess of Power and did a lot of story editing for both the original He-Man and She-Ra shows. True story. Anyway, wait a minute. That leveled up. And more importantly, this leveled up. Before I imbue it, though, I want to change out its legacies. Chromite, if you're still here, you want to give me a hand with this and make some suggestions? Because I do have some suggestions listed in my Discord for both of my allies. I'm looking for that key. So, of course, you can't change passives, but those legacies kind of... The Warrior's Heart and Fortitude, I definitely want to keep that one. Vitality and Might, I put those on there. But the other ones, let me go see which ones I had listed as potentials. Alright, let me go look at my discard. Oh, that's Warden stuff. I have to do that with an alt later. I think a bookworm, you gave me some suggestions. I'm gonna go find those. Okay, might want light damage or the pre-imbued war chant duration buff to buff your war chant. I'm thinking, war chant. Is this for DPS or tanking? DPS. Come on, me tanking? Come on. No. Only if you want to die, being in a instance with me as a tank. Anyone ever notice what the hobbit or dwarf does when you are the villain in the play? No, I haven't noticed, Ginger. You have Sam has up to 30 Masters of the Universe action figures. I don't know if I have 30, but I do have a bunch of them upstairs. A bunch of tanking passes and legacies. I know. This was, Water Lady's alt or friend made this for me as a favor, so it rolled what it rolled. The belt has nice passive, so that's good. He makes hand signs as you act, like actual sign language. Meow. 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 Let's move this up here a little ways, because I want to go pull up the stove. Because I think, Legacy somethings were on sale this week. 2 belts, and you use the belt with the best passes as your tanking belt and make the other one your DPS belt. Well, I only have one FA here. I do have a couple of third agers that I've been... Well, I have a third age belt here. It just has these passives on it. Or passive. Have these things on it. You gave them away to your younger cousins when you're interested in it? Okay. So, universal solvents on sale. I have some universal solvents. They're stuck on Landreval. Yeah. I'm glad I'm not the community manager because I wouldn't want that job if they announce that we're not getting shared storage transfers back. Because again, in the what's going to happen with shared storage, here's the problem that as I perceive it. Standing Stone has not been firm on telling us that it will be the same when it comes back. They haven't even told us if it's coming back. There has been if they had decided already that it was going to be the same as before, they would have said so, right? Because why would you want to leave your player base wondering what the heck is going on? You'd want to be reassuring in that circumstance. So there's only two ways it could play out. One is that we get something better than before, that we will be able to transfer shared storage from server to server regardless of region. I don't see that happening because that would involve them actually fixing a problem that they haven't been able to fix in the past or even seemed willing to fix in the past. What I'm fearing is that they are going to lock it down so that maybe we won't get shared storage transfers again. I am on Crick Hollow right now. I was on Ithel earlier, but I'm on Crick Hollow right now. DPS belt, stagger damage, sting damage. So the sting damage the third ager has is a good option. Light damage, shield damage, reactive parry damage, warrior's heart. Got that one. Catch a breath cooldown, catch a breath morale heal. Don't have that one. I have the other one. So universal solvents, craft crit, crafting XP boosts, rapid crafting boosts, third age item trove, legacy scroll box. So you can get 20% off a legacy scroll box. So I could presumably, let's see here. We've been naughtier than a DDO. Well, see, no, Sam, DDO has never had shared storage transfers. We've never had them. And that was actually a big deal with the Hardcore League that they just recently brought back up for an after party. Is that you can transfer... You've never been able to transfer shared storage in DDO, so you've always had to take all of your stuff out of shared storage, or your shared bank, put it in your character's bags, and then transfer a character. Sting and stagger, sweet. Okay, so this belt has the sting damage on it. So I definitely want to get that leveled up for the sting damage. I need to get me some more guardian belts. And I can level those up. So let me copy pasta that and put that in Discord so I don't lose it. I'm gonna put it in my own personal notes so I know where it is. Boom. I have a hidden thing in my Discord that I use as a notepad to remind me of stuff. The other things in that are two beautiful ball gowns that I found. I'm going to be doing some art later this evening while I'm listening to Winterfest. Also, I need to make... I'm going to make a poster for my Christmas Day thing. So if you play Lotro, again, reminder, I will have 100 point codes. I'm going to say this now. You may win one 100 point code and one other Lotro prize. If Moobot is dumb enough to roll the same person multiple times, I'm going to call a limit because I want to share the wealth as many people as possible. However, winning a 100 Lotro point code will not preclude you from winning a bigger prize. You know, maximum of 2. Well, let's be fair. I will also have a to those in need title. That is account wide. A not account wide single character use only Steed of the White City. I will also have something else. I forget. I might just buy a $2,500. No, actually, the grand prize on the Lotro side is I will get somebody a code for something of their choice up to $40 on the Lotro market. That means that could be the Minas Morgul expansion, the Mordor expansion, any expansion below 20, $40. If you win that prize and you want 2 expansions that cost 20 a piece, I'll hook you up with that. It will not be the collector's edition of Morgul or Mordor. I already bought some of those a while ago. So, we're going to do that. Also, if you haven't bought the premium wallet for your account, for the love of God, buy the premium wallet. It is on 75% discount this week. Do that thing. Yash. Sam apparently wants waffles, and because I'm a jerk, I make it a rain of chicken and waffles. Are we talking Christmas Day? Yes, Bear Dawn. Actual Christmas Day, Wednesday the 25th, because I have the day off work and I have nothing else better to do, literally. I will not play just Lotro and DDO. I do have plans to play some WoW, some SWOTOR. I was going to do some artwork on stream for part of it, but I think what I might do is play some Legend of Zelda Link to the Past, because I have this beautiful thing I'm going to actually take apart right now because I'm not using it. I got my capture card back! I have to hook it back up. Give me a second. Boop. Boop. And I have an HDMI plug-in for my Nintendo Wii, and I can just plug it right in. So, Christmas Day, noon Eastern to midnight Eastern. There will be breaks involved. I'm not sitting in this chair for 12 hours straight because I gotta pee. And I will want to eat supper. I'll be making spiral Christmas ham, probably in the Instant Pot, because Instant Pots are awesome. So that's what's going to happen on Christmas Day. So on Christmas Day, I will probably be playing on Crick Hollow. Now that I don't feel obligated to play on Langevall all the time, I've actually been spending more time on Crick Hollow. It makes me happy because these are all my characters are. Okay. We're going back to do some festivaling because it's 5/14 and I haven't done my festivaling yet. Darr. We celebrate on the... Yeah, I know a lot of people celebrate on the eve because that's a cultural thing, especially in Europe and whatnot. In America, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different over here. So, there will be no more Court of the Rings this year, and I don't guest host it or whenever Court's not around because it ain't my job no more. Never was my job, but, you know. I just don't feel obligated to do it. Alright, let's go talk... Let's first of all get our quests in a row. Pick up one of the kegs. Wait, let's clean up the food. Come on, it's stanky up in here. No pelting Cord with snowballs next week. Nope, he will not be doing Court of the Rings next week. However, I did pelt him with snowballs today. Once I got my main, well, I got Kirain, the hunter. My former stream character, got her to the right layer. So a couple of us who were already there got to hit him with snowballs, so I cheerfully stream bombed because why the hell not? But there was no fellowing up or planning it. I just made it happen on my own because that's generally what I do. Hey, quite frankly, the last time Cord went amongst the player base on a publicly visible character, a certain person whom
Stay a moment.
I ratted out for killing half the audience at a concert was spending their time one-shotting him from their hunter character. Alright, that's been done. You enjoy the leftovers and candy. Christmas candy. Not as awesome as leftover Halloween candy. Sadly, Bear, what's Court doing? Oh, Court's going to watch Space Battles next week. That's what he's doing. So it's probably one of those things. Typically, Standing Stone takes the entire company out, rents out a movie theater, and does the thing. So I think that's probably what's happening. I don't know for sure. He doesn't tell me anything. I seem to recall that generally happens for big movie releases. Is the studio just does that, does an employee thingy. Because I actually don't think there was a movie theater in that little podunk town he lives in. I do remember him saying that he had done his first pass on all the extra life rewards, and I do know he's at least done one pass on the DDO on the Movember rewards, because I've gotten both of my DMs back for that, which is why I have things to give away. I was honestly surprised that he gave me a couple ultimate Sharn codes for DDO, because that's their current expansion from earlier this year. And they were ultimate codes. It was like, wow, okay. I didn't ask him. I was always the person on my team who never asked him for freebies to hand out, because I always felt like bribing people. Say, here, show up to my stream, you might win some Lojo points. Like, well, aren't I cool enough to come hang out with? No. Alright, we are gonna go pick up one of the kegs. Gonna do the keg thing. Old elf? Okay. Interesting. Spectre who? I see what you did there. So I don't think this character has done... Let's click on the wrong one every single damn time. This character has not done many deeds. Because I was mainly using her for a crafting character, quite frankly. And we're going to see at the end of the show, to see whom I know who is streaming some Lotro. Oh, did you see what I did there? I need one more. You popped on to pick up the Yule horse? Yeah. Whoa. Forgot I had the keg. It's like, wait a minute, it's counting down. Oh no, what am I gonna do? I am going to run this way. Am I gonna get seen by the guard? No! Haha! I defy you, foolish guards. Did I pick up the daily? I do have the daily. Oh, I have the 1 daily. Oh, I have the 10 as well. Okay. I was like, wait a minute. Did I do the quest? Did I pick up the rapper quest? Did I do it?
What can I do for you? Hello, friend. Could you help me with something?
Build a snow person. Well, I haven't done any yet. Which snow person should I make? The cap wearing one, the scarf wearing one, mittens. We just did the classy one. We've done the broken one. Why don't we do the scarf wearing one? Always the most easy? Yeah. Gather sticks from bushes. From all of us to all of you, an animated television Christmas special episode of the Walt Disney Presents from 1958 is a Swedish Christmas Eve tradition broadcast every year at 3 p.m. That's kind of cool, actually. I've got an acorn. Okay, I still need to go talk to the chickens. Buck, 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 buck. I'm trying to think of what else I could possibly give away. I mean, that's a lot of giveaways. I mean, my intention is to run the giveaways for all 10 points codes on Christmas Day, simply because, as a general rule, when Cord gives us points codes, he doesn't want us using them for personal channel stuff. So, but you know, he was nice enough to say that I could. So, I want to exhaust them on Christmas Day, so that there's, you know, no shenanigans. You heard a crow doing that bok in his backyard? Wow. Yeah, crows are very smart. Yes, I'm going to use split shot because, you know, I'm being greedy. I saw that hunter over there, and I just want to get my stuff done. And I can see somebody right in front of me trying to get their quest done at the same time. That's one of the things where I do try to have some situational awareness. There we go. Got my 9. I don't need to kill anymore. I want a toboggan. Wouldn't this be, like, if they cleared some of the bushes, wouldn't it be a great hill to go sliding down? As long as you aim between these two, you know, the stands of trees. Bye, Find your auto attack button and toggle it on and off really fast. I mean, with something this low level, I just, you know, do the right clicky thing. Look, Ma, no hands. Best location in Lotria to finish the Troll Slayer deed for dwarves. True. Unless you're, like, super low level, and then it's probably a bad idea. I've actually had, one of my alts died on Honor. Actually, I think it was my, Mythgard alt on Honor died because I was, trying to, keep Professor Corey alive, and she was low level, and it was very bad. Alright. Let's go harass the snowmen. Oh wow, it only did one of those. Well, that wasn't very nice. Yep, they are still there between festivals. That is true. So, announcement time. I will not be streaming on Tuesday like I normally do because I will be working. I traded next Tuesday for next Thursday so I can go see a space battle on Thursday and not have to deal with spoilers. I will not be streaming an extra show on Thursday, most likely. If I do, it'll be in the early afternoon after I get back from the supermarket, because grocery shopping is a Thursday task. But we don't know yet. We're gonna just ride the regular pony here. We'll ride Roth. Okay, guard Kember, Mara. We need a scarf and coal. So if you have a dwarf and you leave them in Winterhome, or Winterhome, or have a friendly Cappy port you in who's already in Winterhome, or you have any other means to get here, because God only knows if they're going to fix the Sable Masters from the housing instances. Build a snowman. We're gonna go build a snowman. Do you want to build a snowman? I still haven't seen Frozen 2. You know what I might do on Star Wars Day, Space Battles Day? I might pick up a ticket to Frozen 2 at the same time. This one or this one. We'll try this one and hope. And go watch that, and then go see a space battle. No, denied. It was the wrong one. Okay, so now we've got all the requests ready to go, I do believe. Let me double check. Make sure they're all ready. Stolen Sweets, of course, we're ignoring. Alrighty, let's do the thing. I have XP boosters. Boom.
Hello there.
Thankfully, they don't count down while you're offline. So you can still use them for as long as they are up. Let's go this way. And as soon as I get done, I'll log this character out. So I don't trigger, so it doesn't keep counting down on me. Rude.
What can I do for you?
And festivals are a really good way to level. The downside of power leveling like this is you ain't got no damn gear. But since this character is Valard, she got gear. She's fine. She's fine. Wait. Gotta go talk to these two fools down here. Now, there have been some... I'm actually curious to know what chat's opinions are, because you know what my opinion is, obviously, by what you can see right here. What do you think about mounts inside the walls of Frostbluff? Not outside the walls of Frostbluff, you know, riding around, you know, down on the pond, whatnot. Oh, we might ding. We might ding. What are your thoughts on the matter?
What is this world coming to?
Ding? Ding now, ding later? Ding! Sweet. We done dinged. We get a sack of presents. We get some more Yule Festival tokens. I get a deed bestowed because I hadn't done it on this character yet. How many festival tokens do I have? 50. Alright, we're going to log this character out to keep the timer, to halt the timer. Save the maps. Frozen is being aired on Christmas Day on the BBC with Moana. Nice. Netflix is trying to get you to watch their Christmas movies. You haven't watched one yet? I haven't watched a Christmas movie yet either. So, we have half an hour. We can go see how the setup is going for Second Breakfast's little party. We could... I don't know. What do you guys want to do? You never saw an issue with it? Okay. You're okay with them unless somebody's trying it, intentionally being a jackass? Preach. The live action... See, the live action Beauty and the Beast I actually have on Disney+. Plus. Never... I have no interest in watching it beyond a morbid interest. So what I've done here on Crick Hollow is I've kind of retired some of my characters because I redid my crafting so that my jeweler is now also my cook again, because she used to be. And then I started splitting characters off to, you know, craft guild when you couldn't have 2 craft guilds on per character, but now you can. So I recombine things. So I have selected 1 character of every class on Crick Hollow to be my play characters. All of my crafters are level 120. Yes, I did buy some Valars, which is why the topic of Valar is near and dear to my heart, and which is why it's not how I would have done it. And I do have a note of good cheer to hand out, a sardonic note of good cheer to hand out to the person who was very upset that I didn't share my ideas for improving Valars to the whole world, because A, you don't have to. You will be happy to note, said person, that Standing Stone took absolutely none of my ideas and included them in the new Valar. So there you go. Because had that been the case, we would have had hunter ports automatically included. We would have had certain other reasonable things that many members of the community wanted. None of them happened. So it's not how I would have done it. That's okay. I'm not a game dev. All I can do is make suggestions on what makes sense to me as a player of the game, as any of us can do. So as long as you make your suggestions in a reasonable fashion, and here's the thing, one secret of community managing and dealing with incoming feedback and suggestions, even if you're right rampant jerk about it, they'll still try to dig into what the hell you're actually complaining about, right? Because there's always a reason. Like, most people don't send long missives to a company just to yell at them unless they're mad about something, and you have to dig to the core as to what are you actually mad about. Sometimes it takes some doing, but I'm gonna say this is the holiday season. It's hard to be of good cheer considering how real life is in the gutter right now, and a lot of people are having hard times. Don't make it worse. My suggestion to you is try not to be a jerk to other people. Try to be kind. Try to remember that there is somebody else at the other end of this keyboard that I'm typing at, right? Words have impact. And basically, if you're unhappy about something, it's okay to be unhappy about something, and it's okay to express frustration, but don't take it out on other people. Like, and I actually did that a couple months ago, and with disastrous results, as you might expect. And you have to remember that other people are going through their own issues, their own trials, tribulations, whatever. And so it's possible you may catch them on a bad day, and what you said was the absolutely worst thing you could have possibly said. Just try to remember that there is a real person at the other end. This is not even just game development. This is also when you're calling for customer service for a company you're dealing with, like something happened on your account, something got messed up, and you're trying to fix it. Like, I spent most of last Wednesday here working from home, which is actually kind of a fun experience, because Stupid Cat was quiet other than when I was actually on the phone, which is mostly waiting on hold. And I was like super frustrated. I mean, somebody literally stole access, somehow got into my PayPal account and bought $2,200 of gift cards. That's not an insignificant, I'm not made of money, so that was a big deal, but I didn't yell at the PayPal people or my bank's people to try to get this resolved. You know, I tried to be kind. I tried to let them know I was really frustrated about it all. The only time that I was this close to saying something like, get me your supervisor, was when the PayPal person said, well, maybe you just forgot you made those purchases. That's about the only time I was about to go stomping around. And if you find that you need to vent your spleen somewhere, A, don't get personal. B, you might be better off opening a Word document, notepad, whatever, just blop it all right there. Just put it all, get it all right out there. So you're yelling at a computer, not at a person. Because when you're typing something into a forum, sending a whisper, sending a tell, saying something in world chat, there are real people reading that. So why be a jerk? What good does it do you to be a jerk? I mean, you get a momentary, sense of superiority. Doesn't make you a better person. It actually makes you a worse person, in my opinion. So there's a lot of people hurting in this world. Just don't add to it, Entropy is a thing. All right. Oh, and by the way, don't fight over people's choices of how they express their holiday cheer. Some people have one cultural belief, some people have another cultural belief. I personally am of the treat other people as you'd want to be treated yourself, and also the notion of if it's not harming anybody, don't worry about it. Everybody's got an arm. Why do people have stick arms? In my chat. Hi, Rick. How you doing? Oh, Sapiens did a resub. So Sapiens was in London. I hate you, man. Sardonic shout out. So Sapiens knows how terrible gamers can be, having been the Locho punching bag for a number of years. But don't do that. You mad, bro? You mad, bro? You missed the Lego talks. Yeah, Rick, I talked about Lego earlier. Wayward can do some weird emotes now. Yeah, apparently, the sweaty snowman. Oh my god. Wayward is dancing in my channel. That's scary. Sapiens is armed. Yeah, Sapiens. That is what they said to me. Maybe you forgot you spent $800 the first day and then another, $1,200 the next day. Yeah, Chromite, I think that's really the problem that I had with my PayPal adventure is here's the fun thing is the PayPal person said, "Oh, there's no unauthorized logins on your account. They're all coming from your IP address." Well, A, IP addresses can be spoofed, and B, this computer is pretty locked down. So I don't know. All I do know is the weird thing is the account that got the emails from the third-party site eGifter was not the email address I have linked to my PayPal account. It's never been linked to my PayPal account. Ever. Yeah, Beardawn, people get racist all the time. Don't be racist. Don't be racist. Don't be sexist. Don't be nationalist. Don't be genderist. Just don't be mean to people. And I don't say Wheaton's Law, because I know a lot of people don't like Will Wheaton. I have personally not had a problem with him, but I understand people have. I don't like to quote his law. Firstly, I'm on the official Lojo channel, so I can't say it. And secondly, it itself is a sexist comment, so I will say don't be a jerk. Sapiens armed the chat. Hit him with a flex. You have exclusive... See, Rick, I told you the story of how you were like a kid in the candy store when you discovered how close the Lego store was to your hotel in London. Hey, Dark Resifress, how you doing? I'm bummed I didn't get to see you at BlizzCon this year. Man, my chat's just going wacky. Yeah. Hengelman, if you're rich, you forget you spend $500. I sure as hell ain't rich. Gandalf's, how you doing? How bushy are your eyebrows? Be decent. Yeah, be decent is a good way to say it. It's closer to the than tube stop used to get at the job site every day. Ha 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 ha. How do you see if you have no emotes? You click on the it actually works on mobile too. You click on the little emote face and then you scroll down. Or you could just, type haha or whatever. I tend to scroll down unless I know the emote that I'm using. Hey, I have haha holiday emotes. I can dance in my own chat now too. See? I have Santa Claus. I have haha Doge, haha ball, haha 2020, haha dreidel. I'm gonna spam all these emotes. Why is that a haha turtle dove? I got the sweaty snowman, the sleepy, and the haha point. Oh, I see. There is the one half of the pointing, angry woman pointing emote, and then I guess there's another one that I don't have yet of somebody reacting to it. But there is the haha cat is like the bongo cat one. Twitch, you so meta. See, look at all these. I think I missed one. Actually, I did miss one. So, if you search for emoji, type haha, and it'll show... I missed, not the Doge. I have the elf one. So, I have a Doge elf. There we go. So, we're spamming emotes in chat because we're weird and we got 15 minutes to kill. I'm sad that I missed you at BlizzCon, Razafraz. Melty narwhal snowman. Well, Rick, if you take that narwhal horn, right? Thank you for the cheer, by the way. If you go to Westminster Bridge in London, you can You know, take on a bad guy. No haha when you do so. That's rude. You can fight terrorists with an narwhal horn. Yeah. That was actually really cool and funny. Aww. Anyway, I did say we were going to end the stream by going to Thorin's Gate. Why don't I take a character who's already at Thorin's Gate? Or Thorin's Hall, anyway. We can do my stouty Runekeeper. Who, honestly, this character with this outfit... He decides to hide the area? Oh my god, I'm so sorry, Raspress. I'm a dingleberry. Honestly, doesn't this character look like she's wearing a onesie? Like a kid? Then we have my stouty champion. Which one should I send to the party? I think I'll send this one. Now, this one does not have the complete armor set. As you can see, the pauldrons and the bracers are not the right ones for the outfit because I haven't earned them yet. But I will send this character to the party. It's a blue beetle. I know. A Druid's Fire. Speaking of Druid's Fire, I did so much PvP in WoW last week and the week before that I got my Druid a scythe with a blue flame on it. It's amazing! Alright, let's go. Again, on Crick Hollow, we're gonna go down to the... Wait a minute. We're gonna try to go, because we're comfortably number. I don't think that's how that song goes, Rick. Oh, I don't think that's how that song goes. I don't know why, but dwarves riding anything always looks very strange to me. Because of the animation. So, Winterfest is starting in short order right over here. And it looks like the Blue Mountains Regiment is entertaining people already. I'm gonna have to be careful because things will attack me. Luventhariel is amazing. So I believe the stage will be over here, and I think they're just hanging out over there. It was getting chilly. So I believe Haha was somebody who was tweeting about it earlier today. So you can be here on the Lobby character. Just stay in the middle of the, once you get here, just stay in the middle of the pond and you should be okay. So you've got 15 minutes. If you've got High Elves, which were on sale last week for half off, you could run your butt on over here in less than 15 minutes and get yourself hanging out. Again, we're on Crick Hollow. And this will be going for tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday. So, I'm going to tell a story since Sapiens were talking about the London Underground. When I was in the UK, I did a study abroad and I lived in London for a month. And the closest tube station was the Oval, which is where the test for the Asher, whatever the test for the cricketing thing is done every year. And I rode the Northern Line. It's a Northern Line tube station, and the Northern Line, every tube line would have pretty much a certain voice that would say mind the gap, or do those sort of those canned announcements. And there was one lady who used to go to sit around on the embankment station. In the embankment station, like an older lady, and they recently did a whole renovation, digitize, modernize the announcements of the tube station. And one day she had gone in there, late last year or early this year, and just bust the hell out crying when she heard the announcements, and it was the new announcements, and everyone's like, "What the hell's going on?" And come to find out. When they got her to stop crying and could get, find out why she was upset. Come to find out, her husband was the voice actor who had recorded those messages. And he had passed in like 2007 or something. And so she couldn't hear his voice anymore. And of course, very, very emotional. And apparently the transport people, like the employees who were talking to her, word got around. And everyone's like, well, this is, they're all being uniformed. There's nothing that we can do about this. By the time everything got worked out, that if you go to the Northern Line northbound platform, I believe it is, in the embankment, it's the only one in the entire underground that has a different voice for those announcements. They put his voice back in. They found a way to make it happen. They went and dug up the recordings in the archives, did whatever they had to do to make the code work, but they did a good deed for this lady. And that's one of the cool things that I like, how a company that has no particular reason to do a good deed went way out of their way and were willing. I don't know if they're only going to do it for a limited time, but they were willing to do that kindness for this lady. So that's really sweet of them. The announcement of the Whitechapel stop recording was really unsettling. Well, because you know what Whitechapel used to be is, that's where Jack the Ripper did his thing. And that was also the red light district back in the day. So we have about 7-8 minutes before the show starts here. So get your butt to Crick Hollow, to Thorin's Gate, right where I am. You can see the map coordinates, and just if you need a better view, we are right here. And come hang out with the folks at Second Breakfast, who will be hosting this little party. I myself will be listening while I make supper and stuff, and come hang out and listen to some cool music. We got some folks from really awesome bands already hanging out. Eagles Eerie, Polno Looney. And of course, Second Breakfast themselves are amazingly cool. And I believe the Rolling Kegs are going to be playing. And I do see my friend O'Malley from the Blue Mountains Regiment. She and her band will be playing, I believe, later today. So definitely come on and hang out with these folks. And next month there will be another similar event, but this is not that event. This is Second Breakfast's Winterfest, only on Crick Hollow, on Lord of the Rings Online. Yeah, Whitechapel still has a super bad reputation, so... I mean, it's even been mentioned by folks in steampunk bands and stuff. Just making sure I'm not missing anything from thingies. Well, Elda's making the rounds, updating the Moobots, and posting stuff in the Twitters. I'm not sorry, not Twitters, in the Discords. You can join my Discord if you're not a jerk by going to the link here. If you use a different Discord name than what you use in Twitch chat, please identify yourself so I can give you the proper role so you can properly join our shenanigans. And one other thing you can do is, when you're listening to music, go into your audio settings and turn the in-game music off. Turn the player music volume up. And you can adjust these other ones. I would recommend turning off a lot of these. Like, you don't need voiceover volume, you don't need user interface. The only downside of turning off user interface is if somebody sends you a tell, you won't hear it. However, you can turn off ambient sound, which is like, you know, the sound of like the loons in the background and whatnot. It's really cool. Please feed the Eldabot chocolate. Yes. Elda's a big fan of chocolate. Then again, a lot of people are. Chocolate is awesome. One other thing is you do want to turn on floating names, which I haven't turned on this character. How did I manage that? Or I'm sorry, chat bubbles. I want to have those turned on because you'll miss all the announcements, which I just missed. So I'm going to read them off to you real quick. Lubin, well, you know what? The heck with this. I'll make you read them. I'm bringing them over here for a second and zoom this on down. There we go. Winterfest 2019, for those who don't, Lubin Thariel is amazing. The events officers for second breakfast. First Winterfest ever with bands playing for all 3 days. Excellent. Bread and Jam will be held right here after the Flutterbys. So Bread and Jam will be at 9. That's a weekly event here on Crick Hollow. I believe it moves around. So there we are. Most of the bands will be playing lyrics with their stuff. So they will try to let people know which bands have lyrics. And a lot of times the lyrics are Lotro sized, like, you know, cover, kind of like the Weird Al parody thing. And some of the bands are super funny and some of them are super serious. And it's really cool. So they have an event channel. So if you want to keep in touch with folks, you can do that. So / join channel event if you want to join that little party. And they do politely ask that you refrain from anything that's going to cause lag, such as AoE heals. And that is bad. So please don't do it. Please do set off fireworks. The more the merrier. Don't do it while bands are performing. Unless they ask you to. In between songs is okay. Just not, you know, don't. In other words, be a kind person to hang out. Okay, so UI layout, load. Boom. And put this up here, and it goes way down here. Boop. In the corner. Alright. We're gonna cheer. And we'll probably hang out for like the first song or two. Unfortunately, I have got to go make supper. And I want to cut y'all loose. We'll see if we can find somebody to raid you to. While we're waiting, because it's about time here. Alrighty. Let's see. Nobody I feel comfortable sending a Lotro crew to. Let me see who else is streaming Lotro, because I am not the only one. The other two streamers I see are streaming in German. So the last time I sent you to a German streamer, A, it was somebody on the stream team, and B, the first words out of their mouth were, well, things you're not supposed to say on an official channel. So we're not going to do that. So sadly, I will not be able to raid you to somebody. That makes me sad. But later tonight on the official 10 o'clock or whenever he starts up, Big Ed Mustafa, again, please show your support and present your condolences to him that he will not be able to do task items until Lotro fixes those task chests. Though, definitely remind him that he can still do some of the ones that don't require the task chests, like we proved earlier. That you can do the task boards that are self-contained. Who is this person? Boneclaw. Nice. I love some of these names here. Sticky. New person. Oh, I see O'Malley's crew. Alright. First band tonight is brand new to Winterfest, so that's kind of exciting. There's a lot of work that goes... Sam is in the Department of Public Security who are playing on Sunday, I do recall. And there is a lot of work that goes into pulling off a multi-person or even multi-boxed band. So definitely much love and respect to the Low Trade Music community for taking that diamond in the rough and making something really amazing out of it. So take it easy, Bear Doan. We will see you anon. Is that Master Kangas over here? It is Master Kangas! Ha ha ha! Found him! I feel like Wolfstag in the first Thor movie going, "Found you!" The DHS always plays on Sunday. Let me see if I can turn the audio up a bit more, because I generally have my volume turned down. There we go. Shoom. And this is the Valkyries. Alright. That was, actually the band is not called the Valkyries, that was just the kin name. The band is called Elfenses. Like 11s, but with an F in the middle. So, Elfenses. So, I'm going to cut out there. Thank you all for watching. I'll give you my outro. I will see you next week at 1 o'clock, because Professor Corey will not be streaming for the next few weeks. So, there we go. So, thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the funny pages. And if you can't be good at it.